Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless Why, and our spoilers tease that Victor Newman, Eric Bredin, and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will devise a plot to take Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn down. Adam is working to figure out the Artistole Dumas situation. He still hasn't figured out that Colin Atkinson, Tristan Rogers, is dead. And it's all Kane. He's behind the whole thing with Holden Novak's Nathan Owens. Help, it won't take the Newman men long to piece it all together. Victor likely has an idea about the Kane situation. In any given situation, Victor is usually 2 steps ahead. Adam rushes too nice to save the day. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Adam leaves Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, in charge of Newman Media and to look after Newman Enterprises, as his sister, Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel, is going through a tough time with Cole Howard's J. Eddie Peck health battle. Adam likely doesn't know about Cole's passing. Yet Adam's spidey senses are tingling, operating on a hunch that Kane has mayhem in store for those in France. Something doesn't add up, and Adam doesn't want Kane to get any leverage to use against any of Newman Enterprises' companies. Adam updates Victor and they team up after Adam learns the truth about Kane. He reports back to his father. By the time this occurs, Adam could witness or discover an update on the upcoming murder. Victor will use Adam's information, add to the intel from his investigators, and devise a plan to take Kane down. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Kane will prove to be a difficult adversary for Victor. He owns much of Genoa City, including the athletic club, one of Victor's favorite hangouts. Meanwhile, Chelsea works to figure out the connection between Holden and Kane. She drilled him at society, demanding to know how he knew Kane. He pretended to just run into him and not have any business relationship with him, but Chelsea doesn't believe him. She gets the feeling there is more to Holden, and doesn't believe his denial of working for Kane. Chelsea will eventually update Adam on her strange conversation with Holden. Victor could conclude that Holden could be his secret partner and devise a plan to find out more information from him. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor and Adam will team up to dethrone Kane in the coming weeks. But before they do that, they need to know what they are working with and the extent of Kane's influence. Why, and our fans, do you think Victor and Adam can defeat Kane? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. Of course, here's a Adam and Victor team up, Newman duo determined to defeat Kane. The Young and the Restless, Adam and Victor team up, the Newman duo determined to defeat Kane. Genoa City has always been a battleground of power, secrets, and shifting alliances, but even the most seasoned residents might not have seen this coming. In a stunning twist, father and son, Victor and Adam Newman, are joining forces in a way that could send shockwaves through the business world, and perhaps change the fabric of their complicated family dynamics forever. Their target, none other than Kane Ashby, the ever-resourceful Australian who's been quietly building influence behind the scenes. As rumors swirl of Kane's new business ventures and possible moves against Newman Enterprises, the stakes have never been higher. The question echoing through the halls of Newman Tower, Society's bar, and Chancellor Winter's boardrooms, is simple but loaded with explosive potential. Will the Newman men succeed in taking Kane down, or will this alliance implode under the weight of its own secrets? Seeds of an unlikely alliance. It all began weeks ago, when Victor, always several steps ahead of his rivals, started noticing unusual financial activity linked to companies with ties to Kane Ashby. Victor, never one to ignore red flags, tasked his team with digging deeper. What they found shocked even the mustache himself. A web of shell companies, discreet partnerships, and silent investors tied back to Kane. It was a strategy worthy of Victor's own playbook, a stealth empire into mocking. While Victor respected the ambition, he could not allow a rival to threaten Newman dominance. Enter Adam Newman, the prodigal son whose past misdeeds and volatile temperament have often made him Victor's greatest liability, and sometimes his most potent weapon. Initially, Victor kept his suspicions to himself. But as Kane's influence seemed to creep closer to Newman territory, Victor realized he needed someone cunning, ruthless, and willing to operate in the shadows. Someone who could think like Kane, and perhaps outthink him. So he reached out to Adam. Adam's motivation. When Victor approached Adam with the proposition, Adam was wary. His relationship with his father has long been a delicate dance of resentment, longing, rebellion, and reluctant loyalty. Why should I help you, Dad? Adam demanded in Victor's office one late evening, his eyes sharp with skepticism. You've never trusted me fully. And let's not pretend I'm welcome at the Newman table. Victor's eyes glimmered, that knowing smirk playing at the corners of his mouth. Because, son, this is bigger than us. Cain Ashby is building an empire, and he's not afraid to target Newman Enterprises. He's becoming a threat to our family, to the legacy I've built, and to your future, too. Adam scoffed. My future? Or the empire you think you'll control from the grave? Victor leaned forward, his voice low and intense. You want to prove yourself. You want to show you're not just the black sheep of this family? Help me take Cain down. And when this is over, there'll be a place for you. A real place. Adam hated how the words burrowed under his skin. Despite all his bitterness, part of him still craved Victor's approval and the chance to finally stand as a legitimate leader in the Newman dynasty. Besides, Cain had burned Adam before. Years back, the two men crossed paths in deals that ended with Adam nursing grudges and financial losses. The idea of getting revenge and reclaiming power proved too tempting. Adam gave Victor a long, assessing look before nodding. All right, old man, let's bring Cain down. Cain's hidden ambitions. Meanwhile, Cain has been the very picture of calm, handsome, charming, and eternally underestimated. He's been playing the long game. After years of working under and around powerful figures from Jill Abbott to Catherine Chancellor's legacy, Cain's learned how to maneuver in the shadows. He's not openly challenging Newman Enterprises, but he's been quietly building a network capable of rivaling their reach. Through a series of shell companies, Cain has been acquiring strategic stakes in industries overlapping with Newman's core business: energy, media, biotech. But his most audacious move yet is rumored to be in technology, a data security firm whose patents could revolutionize corporate espionage and cyber defense. If Cain succeeds, he could steal lucrative contracts from Newman. Worse, he could hold a technological advantage capable of accessing sensitive Newman data. Cain knows Victor will eventually discover his plans. In Cain's mind, the question isn't whether Newman will come for him, it's when. Spies in high place. Adam and Victor wasted no time laying groundwork. Adam, with his hacker connections and uncanny ability to blend charm with subterfuge, began infiltrating Cain's network digitally. He found suspicious encrypted communications between Cain's right-hand man and a tech startup in Silicon Valley. But every time Adam got close to solid evidence, the trail vanished like someone knew he was coming. Meanwhile, Victor activated his own informants, including a young executive who'd been working under Cain in one of his shell companies. This insider fed Victor tantalizing pieces of Cain's strategy, but always stopped short of revealing the big picture. Victor grew frustrated, convinced that Cain was being tipped off from within Newman Enterprises. Suspicion fell on several executives: Nick, Victoria, Nate, each of whom had reasons to distrust Victor's iron grip on the company. Someone's leaking information, Victor told Adam during a tense late-night strategy session. We can't afford to fight Cain and a traitor at the same time. Adam's expression darkened. Then we flush them out. Let's feed false intel and see who takes the bait. A dangerous game of misdirection. Adam and Victor crafted a fake business deal, posing as if Newman was planning to acquire a major shipping conglomerate. The information was seeded carefully, just enough for the traitor to the same shipping conglomerate with a counteroffer. Bingo. Victor's fury was volcanic. He now knew for certain that Cain had a mole, but the identity remained elusive. Adam, however, suspected the mole wasn't high-ranking, but someone working close enough to gather intel and pass it to Cain. Check your assistants, Adam urged. Or the IT staff. The people everyone overlooks. Victor's eyes flashed with grudging respect. Adam's instincts, he knew, were lethal. Victor versus Cain. A classic confrontation. Meanwhile, Cain finally decided to confront Victor directly. One evening at society, the two men crossed paths. Tension practically vibrated through the bar. Victor, Cain greeted coolly, raising his glass of scotch. I hear you're interested in shipping these days. Victor's nostrils flared. I hear you've been sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Cain shrugged. It's a free market. Victor's voice dropped an octave, deadly and low. Be careful, Cain. You might think you're clever, but you're playing in my world, and I always win. Cain's grin was ice. Maybe, or maybe you're getting old, and your family's falling apart from the inside out. For a heartbeat, Victor looked murderous, but then he simply smiled, cool and calculating. Keep talking, son. It's going to make destroying you that much sweeter. Cain didn't blink. We'll see who destroys whom. Adam goes rogue while Victor focused on flushing out the mole. Adam decided to take matters into his own hands. He flew to Silicon Valley, posing as a wealthy investor interested in Kane's tech partners, at a swanky tech mixer. Adam cornered a nervous young CEO who'd been working with Kane, with a mix of threats and promises. Adam extracted a confession. Kane planned to unveil a new cybersecurity platform at a private investor showcase in Los Angeles. If the platform worked, it could scan and breach rival corporate networks, including Newman's. Adam immediately phoned Victor. "We need to shut this launch down. If Kane goes public, we're finished." Victor ordered Adam to stay put and wait for further instructions. But Adam, ever the wild card, ignored him. He booked a flight to LA, determined to sabotage Kane's event himself. Showdown in Los Angeles, at a glittering hotel ballroom. Kane prepared to unveil his technology to a room of billionaires and venture capitalists. His confidence was palpable as he took the stage, ready to demo software he claimed would change the way corporations protect him sometimes. Penetrate each other's secrets. Minutes before the presentation, Adam slipped backstage and hacked into the system, embedding a virus into Kane's software. As Kane began his demo, the screens glitched violently, lines of code scrambled into gibberish. Investors gasped. Security rushed the stage. Kane's jaw clenched as he realized his triumph had turned into a humiliating disaster. From the back of the room, Adam watched, satisfaction burning in his eyes. The fallout the next morning. News spread across financial networks that Kane Ashby's cybersecurity software had crashed spectacularly. Investors pulled funding. Partners backed away. Kane, once so close to seizing a slice of Newman's empire, found himself under scrutiny from regulators, financial partners, and even law enforcement curious about potential fraud. Victor, back in Genoa City, allowed himself a rare smile. "Good work, son," he told Adam when he returned. "You've earned your place." Adam's expression was complicated, a flicker of pride, but also a wariness. "Don't pretend we're suddenly the perfect family," he warned. "You'll turn on me again if it suits you." Victor raised a brow. "Perhaps, but for now, we're stronger together." Kane's next move, but no one should count Kane Ashby out so quickly. Though his tech venture collapsed, Kane has proven time and again that he's nothing if not resilient. He's rumored to be quietly regrouping, reaching out to overseas investors, and even considering alliances with other Newman rivals, perhaps even Tucker McCall or the ABBOTTS. In a private moment at Society, Kane stared into his glass, his jaw tight. "This isn't over," he murmured. "Not by a long shot." The Newman legacy and its cost as Genoa City buzzes with speculation. One thing is certain. The alliance between Victor and Adam has changed the power dynamics in ways no one can yet predict, but beneath the victory lies a question that could haunt the Newman family. What price will they pay for defeating Canaan? Can this fragile truce between father and son possibly last? In Genoa City, alliances are often as fleeting as the next storm blowing through Wisconsin. And as Victor and Adam stand triumphant, for now both know the war for Newman Enterprises and for the city's future is far from over. Stay tuned to The Young and the Restless for more explosive confrontations, family betrayals, and the next chapter in this high-stakes battle for Genoa City's soul. Would you like this adapted into shorter summaries, social media posts, or any other format? Let me know how else I can help shape it. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.